Hello everyone, you are very welcome to the next in our series of the Premier TEFL webinars, and I am thrilled and excited to be welcoming a very special guest speaker today. James Liu is an iconic voice for anybody in the ESL world. He has developed a pathway for each and every one of us to be able to charge what we're worth. And tonight or today, depending on where you're based in the world, you're going to hear firsthand how to follow James's strategy to be able to get paid $100 an hour or whatever it is you feel you are worth. So just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Rosie Mansfield. I'm the Managing Director on Premier TEFL and part-time stalker of James Liu. James is, as he would say, first and foremost, he's an English learner. He's an ESL student, but he is also one of the most highly educated people I know. And he has developed through his consultancy and through his academia a way for all of us to follow a strategy to increase what we earn as English teachers. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to James to give his presentation to you. Please keep your questions in the chat box. Do keep yourself on mute so that we can just keep it to James's voice for the presentation. And at the end, we will leave time so that everybody can ask questions. And by the sounds of things already in that chat box, we're going to need another session because there's just loads of stuff coming in. James, let me hand over to you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being with us today.
Thank you very much, Rosie, and thanks everyone for spending time with us today. And I'm so honored to be here. I didn't expect this big of audience, and I appreciate your time very much. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys very quickly, and I do have a slide to introduce myself there. So as you might know, today the topic is really about getting students online to charge what you're worth, and that's what I've been working on in the past 3.5 years. So just to introduce you guys, introduce myself to you guys, my name is James. I'm a business coach for ESL teachers who like to go independent and build a 6-figure online teaching business. So a little bit about myself. I grew up in China and moved to the United States after college. Got my PhD, MBA at one of the universities in the US, and also did my postdoc. Spent 2 years after my academic life. After that, I spent 2 years in management consulting, working with global companies with marketing, sales, and pricing strategies. That's really where I learned all these marketing, sales things like we do in our coaching business, working with our clients. So inspired by the work with my own English teachers, that was 2018, I helped 2 teachers, actually, 2 of my English teachers with their own business. Inspired by that, I started my own business, helping the teacher community in January 2019. So this is kind of a bit about myself. So in the past 3.5 years, we have helped over 3,000 teachers in this community go independent through group coaching, one-on-one coaching, and many of them have increased the price to over $100 an hour. So whenever I talk about $100 an hour, a lot of teachers can be very suspicious. It's totally fine because a lot of teachers, even their clients that are charging $100 an hour, over $100 an hour right now, they were not sure this is going to happen, right? So some of them have even quit their full-time job and become fully independent. So that's what we have done, like in the past 3 years, the results we've got, and I'm more than happy to share more with you guys. And as Rosie suggested, don't hesitate to leave the questions in the chat. I'll definitely get back to it if we have time at the end. So first of all, who is this webinar for? Just wanted to say there are like 2 audiences or 2 groups of teachers we are helping. One is the ones that currently teaching online for online companies or platforms or considering it. You are not teaching online yet, but considering teaching online with one of the companies. So this webinar is going to be super helpful for you because right now the situation is not good. Many online teachers are only getting paid below $20 an hour, and the rate keeps dropping. Last time I checked, $17, $15, depending on the region. And teachers don't have control over their hours, their rate, their curriculum. And online companies and schools can disappear just overnight, anytime. and whatever you built, teachers built with the platform and the disappear. And that happened last August with all these Chinese companies, with the policy changes, they cannot do it anymore. So many teachers just lost their only revenue source overnight. So that happens. So if you have already started, marketing your business online and when independent, this webinar gonna also be helpful because I'm seeing a lot of teachers trying to do this, but not doing it in the right approach. Many teachers set up a website. That's the very first thing a lot of teachers do, but they don't get any results. The website does not make any difference. And many teachers have tried social media marketing. They just post, they're trying to do things on social media. They're not attracting paying clients. They're attracting freeloaders who are not willing to pay you anything. And some teachers have tried pay advertising even, and they spend a lot of money with no return. So in this webinar, I hope you guys can have some good understanding of how this online marketing will work for you and what's the right approach to go independent and having your own business online. So in the next 20 minutes, very quickly, we're going to cover 3 topics. So the first one is niche teaching to enable teachers to charge a higher rate. Second one, program-based teaching to deliver better results to your students. And the last one is the 3 steps I want to highlight to help you guys understand the way to get students online and to succeed in your online teaching business. So the first one is teaching to enable teachers to charge a higher rate. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the niche teaching concept at all. So I want to start with this comparison so you know the differences between general teaching and niche teaching. So general teaching is when teachers offer a wide range of services from conversational English to business English, accent reduction, exam preparation. It really doesn't matter. Whatever your students want you to do, you do it, right? The general teaching. On the other hand, niche teaching focuses on a very specific group of students with similar problems when it comes to English, right? That your services aim to solve with the students. So this is a little bit too conceptual. So help you guys understand, right? Niche, I have some examples to show you guys. So niches, a lot of teachers might have heard about niches and niche teaching, but it's not in a very correct way. So niches are defined by the problems students have, not English proficiency level, demographics, or geographic location. So let me show you some examples, some poorly defined niches. So you might think, oh, I have a niche. My niche is English beginners. My niche is children aged 3 to 6 years old. My niche is Chinese business professional. My niche is accountants, consultant. That's not a very well-defined niche. The way to define a niche, but well-defined niche focusing on the problems. So your niche is not English beginners. Your niche it should be English beginners who want to do something, who want to solve some problems. We focus on the problem. Your niche is not children aged 3 to 6 years, right? It should be children aged 3 to 6 years who like to read, write the problem they have, or Chinese business professionals who like to expand their business to English-speaking countries. So problems are important because we need to understand why they want it, and then we provide solution to help them. And that's a better way to define your niche. And now you have a better understanding of general teaching, niche teaching, and then I will explain why niche teaching can enable teachers to charge a higher rate, right? There are 2 reasons, at least 2 reasons. There are more than 2, but I think most important 2 reasons are: first one, niche teaching can differentiate you and position you as expert. So that's very straightforward, right? Think about this, right? When you have a niche, you focus on the same niche, right? These are the only people you work with, right? You focus on the same niche, and students from your niche see you as experts and specialists who only helps people like them and who can solve their problems, right? So it's very straightforward. When you position yourself as a niche teacher, you are experts to people from a niche. And just think about general practitioner versus neurosurgeon. So general practitioner already help a lot of different patients with different things. But neurosurgeons, they only do very particular things for particular group of patients, right? So that's how they position themselves. And the general English teacher for everyone, English communication coach for bankers. So if I'm a banker, I have the 2 different teachers. So one is a teacher that teaches everyone, and the other teacher only helps people like me to improve my English communication skills. So which one I perceive, like which one I think is more like an expert, so which one I want to pay more. So that's the perception, right? And similarly, general business coach for everyone. So you want to work with someone to help you with business, right? You find a business coach. This business coach just helps everyone, or you see a business coach specialized for helping ESL teachers only. So how you perceive it, who you would trust more, who you would like to work with more likely, right? So this is really important, very straightforward, but not every teacher appreciate this enough. So another thing I learned when I was a consultant, so it's a very important concept here, okay? People's willingness to pay, how much they want to pay you, is not determined by your service, your actual service, how good your services are. Great, your service is good, that's great. But it's not determined by that. It's determined by the perceived value of your service, how they perceive your value. Because before they buy it, before they actually use it, they already buy it, right? Before they use it, before they know the service is good, the product is good, they already need to make a decision to buy it. So then that is determined by the perceived value of your services. And this niche teaching position your experts that will significantly increase your perceived value of your service, which increase your people's willingness to pay. And not to mention, on top of what I've just said about all the benefits of a niche teaching, right? How that's going to help teachers charge a higher rate. The general teaching is getting worse and worse, and more competitive than ever. And some of you, I mean, many of you are going to resonate with this because more and more online companies, schools enter the market. In the past 3 years, right, you're going to see new companies probably coming out every month, every week, offering similar services and at a much lower rate. And there's no way for general teachers to compete if students can simply find your replacement for a bit less money. Right? If your rate is going down and down, you need to question yourself, am I just replaceable, right? Replaceable. And you are in a price war if that is the case. So that's the first reason. It's a very straightforward one. Niche teaching can differentiate you and position you as an expert. So the next reason, niche teaching can get your students better results and therefore justify a higher rate. So this is not that straightforward, and a lot of teachers don't really see this, don't really appreciate this enough. So one of the questions, right? One of the things I found very interesting is that teachers often forget the fact that students learn English for a reason, right? So most of you guys are English teachers, and have you ever asked the question, why do they want to learn English, right? Students don't learn English because they want to learn English. To be honest, I'm an English learner. I never wanted to learn English. I never wanted to learn English, all right? We learn English because we have problems when it comes to English. It could be we want to speak with foreigners. I want to go abroad, I want to study abroad. I want to pass exams. I want to study in English speaking countries. I want to get a better job because when I speak English, I have more promotion opportunities. When I speak English, I can work abroad, or I just want to travel by myself, right? There's always a reason behind the fact that they need to learn English, right? You need to understand that. And they have a problem to solve. When it comes to English, they all have problems to solve. So I want to illustrate the journey to learn English and solve problems. I mean, how you understand? So let's say on the left, that's where students now. That's where they're now, right? On the right, that's where they want to be. They want to have they want to speak English more fluently. They want to speak English much better so they can get a job, they can travel, they can study abroad. That's where they want to be on the right. On the left is they're right now. And then to get them from left to the right, there are problems they need to solve when it comes to English, pass exams, improve their fluency, the grammar, whatever, right? The communication skills. So that's the problem they need to solve. And working with the general teachers don't care about why they learn English. I'm here to teach English. General teachers focus on English. Okay, let's work together. I will teach you whatever you want. You want to work on grammar, let's work on grammar. You want to work on the fluency, let's practice, right? So they just teach English. And then what happens is when students learn English, right, they have to implement to get to where they want to be. They have to implement what they learned from the class with the general teachers and to pass that exam or to become better at English, to get better at the job, to be where they want to be. Unfortunately, the whole process, the whole journey takes 2 steps to get your students from left to right. and most students failed in implementing. They can learn in class, it does not mean they actually can implement to solve their problems right after class. And that's what happens with general teacher. On the other hand, when niche teachers, niches are defined by their problems. So niche teachers don't teach English. Niche teachers focus on problems. Okay, what's your problem? Okay, you want to learn English. Why? You want to get a promotion. What stops you from getting the promotion? Oh, you want to do better at your presentation. You want to do better at small talks, meetings. Oh, you want to pass the exam. We don't care like why, I don't care. No, you are here to learn English. I just want to know what your problems are. And then niche teachers focus on problems. They not only teach English, but also work with the students to implement, to solve that problem. The whole journey takes one step. And niche teachers make sure students can actually succeed implementing. In return, general teacher only takes students halfway through the journey. They get paid less than half. Niche teachers take the students all the way through the journey. They get paid more. Okay, so this is not the most obvious reason why teachers can charge a higher rate, but this is a very significant reason why students want to pay you more, because they do feel like they are getting results. They're not only learning English, they actually can solve their problems. Okay, so this is the first topic. If you have any questions, right, don't hesitate to drop in the chat. I'll definitely get back to you if you have time at the end. So the next one is program-based teaching to deliver better results to students. So another new concept, sorry guys if you get overwhelmed already, another new concept, program-based teaching. So again, some comparison here, right? Session-based teaching versus program-based teaching. So what's session-based teaching? That's the more common one teachers are following. So session-based teaching is where sessions are independent of each other. The focus of what you do, like it's determined by students and varies between sessions. Why you teach and how you teach each session are modified to meet the specific needs of the students for that particular reason, the particular session. And students pay you by session, even though you might have a bundle a number of sessions together and sell them on the website at a lower per session price, you're still doing session-based teaching. Probably a lot of teachers are doing session-based teaching. Don't hesitate to mention that in the comment, I'm doing session-based teaching if that is you, right? A lot of teachers doing session-based teaching. And this session-based teaching, so it's very easy to understand. So program-based teaching, what it is. So in program-based teaching, sessions are integrated as a whole. Every session is like plan ahead. The focus of each session is predetermined by you to serve the goals of the program. And what you teach and how you teach each session are systematically designed to maximize the results of the program. And students pay for the program, which consists of a planned number of sessions. So they pay for the program, they don't pay each session. You sell them the program. The program is systematically designed with everything in place for them to solve their problems. I just want to show you one example. This is the one example we share in the training. So there's an English communication program framework. So as you can see on the top, the 3 pillars, and each pillar is there to solve one or more problems. So the first pillar, business English vocabulary. So what the problem that pillar solves is students don't know or don't understand or know how to use this English vocabulary, right? So that pillar designed to solve that problem. And the second pillar, improve communication effectiveness and solve some problems. And the third pillar, solve another problem. So within each pillar, there are sessions already designed to help students solve that problem. So this is a program, just very quickly, a program, and how our clients and all the teachers who do program-based teaching follows. So this is one of the examples, right? We have other programs and teachers doing so many different programs. So why is this important? I'm explaining the differences. Rosie, is that me or somebody is echo? Oh, please, okay. All right, I think so. It's better now. All right, guys. Yeah. So why is it important? Session-based or program teaching. So it is important because one of the biggest challenges of online teaching is actually getting results for students. So some of you probably already teaching online, you probably gonna agree with me on this. So it's very challenging when teachers have less control over students online, right? They come to your session, they disappear. You don't know when they're gonna book the next session. You don't know when they're gonna see you again, right? Students are less likely to do homework. They're not, they don't feel like they're obligated to do homework or everything for them to take action. So they just come to the session, they don't do homework or take any action. And if they do that, when they don't implement or take action, they're very unlikely to see any results. And the problem, all of you guys gonna agree with me. If students don't do the homework, don't take action, they're not gonna see results. And when they don't see results, they're not gonna blame themselves. Oh, because I didn't take action, didn't do homework. They're gonna blame teachers. They say, oh, the teachers, the teacher, whatever they do, didn't work for me, right? Associated with the quality of the teaching. So that's what happens very often online when teachers are teaching on the platforms or even with the private students. Students come and go, they don't do homework, they don't get results, right? So the program-based teaching actually solves this problem. It's a solution here because in program-based teaching, students' action can be managed. Students commit to the entire program, and teachers can plan homework in the program that students have to finish before the next session. So the students, when you sell it to your students, you don't sell the sessions, right? They can buy 10 sessions and complete whenever they want. You sell the program. The program consists of 3 pillars, different sessions. They commit to the whole program and they pay you upfront for this program. Of course, you're gonna have homework in between sessions and they're supposed to finish before next session. And teachers can hold students accountable by reminding them, empower them. It's like more like a coaching relationship, not just they come, they teach them. It's like a long relationship and during this program, right? You help them, remind them, empower them to take action, and sufficient student action ensures the result generated at the end of the program, which justifies a higher rate. So when your students are happy, they feel they're gonna justify the price you charge, right? That's why so many of our clients, they're getting happy clients. These clients always leave recommendation on their LinkedIn profile, talk to their friends about it, they get referrals, just all because of this. And these students feel empowered, feel encouraged, and have the accountability to get the results. And when they get results, they thank you for it. And there's all the benefits of offering program-based teaching. And on top of that, another big bonus is with the program-based teaching, programs are repeatable with less preparation. Okay, a lot of teachers gonna appreciate this because I know a lot of teachers charging like say $20 an hour already, and they spend like 2 hours to prepare one session. They're actually spending 3 hours to make the $20. That's that's about $7 an hour. With the program-based teaching, 80% of what you teach and how you teach it in the program will be the same. And you might ask, oh, how come? The program-based teaching has to go hand in hand with the niche teaching. So you have a niche that allows you to do a program. And when you have a niche, you have a well-defined niche, you know what the problem this niche is gonna have, and you have a program that solves this problem. Of course, the program can be fixed because all the problems from the same niche are similar or the same. I don't have to spend hours preparing your sessions where you can only charge the time you meet your students. The program are systematic designed and you get better at teaching it as you progress. So this is the second one. Why program, a second topic, why program that students results, better results that justifies a higher rate as well. So the next part, the simple proven 3 steps to get your own students online and succeed in your online teaching business. So this is what we follow to help our clients in the groups, in the one-on-one program, get their students online, and all these results we've got all follow these 3 steps. I want to share with you guys. But before that, just to help you understand why this works, right? So one of the questions I always ask when I talk to teachers, what is stopping you from going dependent and get your own students online? When people talk to me, I ask this question. And not surprising, 99% of teachers believe marketing is the biggest barrier. They always, oh, marketing, James, I'm here because I want to learn how to do marketing. I want to market my business. And they feel like, because either they don't know how to do marketing, a lack of knowledge or skills, or they've tried, failed, wasting time and money, they're not doing it correctly. And they feel like, that actually one of the teachers described it to me. They feel like there's a mountain. I'm on this side and students on the other side. I know they exist. I know students are, they exist. They want my help and I can help them, but there's a mountain between us and I can't reach them. So if you feel that way, right? be careful, listen carefully here, okay? How most teachers market to get paying students. This is how most teachers are doing right now. The first thing I mentioned, they set up a website. Many teachers we work with, they tell me, hi James, the very first thing I did was a website. Of course, it makes sense, right? Website, but it doesn't really help you. I'll explain why, right? That's set up a website, and some teachers post every day on social media, hoping students will message and ask about the service, or some teachers even reduce the price, again and again, hoping that they can attract some students, or a lot of teachers offer free lessons and hoping potential students can pay eventually. So none of them actually works. And when they try to figure out why it's not working, they always think, okay, website needs a serious updates. My website does not look good, look professional enough. That's the reason I'm not getting students. Social media marketing skills are not sufficient. I need to do more social media marketing courses. I need to really improve my social media marketing skills, or I haven't spent enough money or time on marketing. I need to keep spending money, keep spending time on marketing to get traction. There must be something in marketing they haven't tried to get results, right? So just keep thinking about marketing. That's why a lot of teachers talk to me. They just want to get some solutions, some suggestion on their marketing. But you know what? It's not any of these things. It's not about marketing at all. It's not marketing at all. It's because they didn't follow the right steps. The right steps, 3 steps, very simple. Niche. Always, if you want to succeed in online teaching, you want to get results, you want to get students online, you can't do general teaching, okay? And you can't start with the marketing. You have to start with the niche. Think about your niche. Define your niche, understanding their problems. And then you think about program. How can I structure my program based on the problems? You can offer them a program. And then marketing. Develop marketing messages around your niche's problem, resonate with your niche. Right? As you can see, marketing is the last step you need to figure out after your niche or program, and when you build your business foundation. So what is business foundation? There's that kind of the very first lesson, the very first session we offer if you are in our training. So what's a business foundation? A business foundation is a perfect alignment between your niche, your program, and your marketing messages. So it's alignment. Now, when you have the business foundation, the perfect alignment, your niche aligns with the messages, align with the program, your potential students can feel this alignment, believe that they're part of the group of people you can help. They believe you understand their problems. You are the solution to their problems that keep them up at night. And they believe that you must have the answer to all their questions. When they see the alignment, they're from your niche. Oh, your marketing messages resonate with them because you talk about their problems and you have solutions to their problem. When they feel this alignment, that's how you attract them to your business online. And when they get this feeling, when they feel this alignment, they want to connect with you, they talk to you, they work with you. And the alignment is the reason they become your students. We're online. We don't know each other, right? How can you convince your student to pay you? They don't even know you. They have to trust you, right? The alignments give them the confidence that they can trust you, they can work with you, and you can get them the results. And that's the business foundation. It's important to build your foundation before even thinking about marketing. Work on your niche, work on program before thinking about marketing. Marketing is just a tool to grow your business. Okay, a lot of people don't understand this. Marketing does not give you a business. If you just do marketing, you're not going to get a business. You're not going to get students. Marketing is just a tool to grow your business. Okay, without business foundation, marketing a waste of money, of time. So let me help you understand this. I have a good analogy. You're gonna understand it. If I explain this way. So when you have a business without a solid foundation, so you don't have a niche, you don't have the alignment, your business is a zero to me. Okay, it's a zero. You don't have a foundation, you don't have the alignment, you don't have a niche, you don't have a program, you don't have a message. And what you do when you do marketing, you post online, you have a website, you do all sorts of things on marketing, you're just adding zeros. That's how marketing does. Marketing does not give you a business. Marketing grow your business. Marketing is a tool to grow your business by adding zeros. So you're adding zeros to that zero, what you're gonna get? You're not gonna get anything. The 0, 0, 0, 0, you're gonna get multiple digits of zeros and you're not getting any results. But when you have a business with a foundation, the alignments, with your niche, a message, a program, and the people can feel the elements, you have your solid one. And then you do marketing, the same thing. You have a website, you post social media, you do ads, you're just adding zeros to the number one. And then you get what? 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, right? That's how you grow your business. That's how you get more and more students. So this is the 3 steps. I kind of try to make it very briefly here, so you understand the 3 steps: niche, program, marketing, and how important to build a business foundation before you actually think about the marketing. So these are 3 topics. I know we don't have much time today, so that's why I kind of want to give you guys the most important topics I think can help you guys understand. Even if you don't understand fully, don't worry about it. Feel free to connect with me, message me. I have so much content online, and free, paid, courses to help you. So these 3 things I think is going to be very helpful, and don't hesitate to leave some questions in the chat. So before we wrap this up, I want to give you guys a free gift. So I have this Get Students free bundle. I put a couple of things together that things a lot of teachers like. So first thing is the ebook. Probably some of you already got my ebook. So it's 54 pages long. You can finish in 2 hours. And trust me, okay? Please trust me on this. If you can spend it 2 hours, it's gonna save you 2 months, if not 2 years, okay? I do have a teacher told me, James, I spent 3 years to figure out this, and I read your ebook, I got everything I need to know, and I know what mistakes I made. So spend 2 hours, you can finish 54 pages, that's it. Read it, you're gonna understand so much more of the steps, the things you need to do. So another one is the niche teaching training video. So I talk about niche teaching today, I do have a video available as well as niche teaching. It's another 30 minutes long, and also provide some framework about how to define your niche, and even some examples, what niche is working, what niche does not work, right? This is a video also including the bundle and the niche identification worksheet. So probably some of you already start thinking, oh, what can be my niche? Like you're already thinking about it. Actually, I've developed this tool, worksheets with a couple of tabs, and depending on your background, you can follow the steps to help you bring some ideas to think about a niche. So this is also including the bundle. And the last one is a LinkedIn video guide. LinkedIn is a great place for you if you are thinking about advanced learners, business professionals, doing business English. So that's a great platform. I have that video including the bundle as well. So I'm gonna share this link with you guys. Submit the form, it's free, okay? So you're gonna get into my email system, and then that triggers the system to send you the bundle with all the things included in the email. Read the book, watch this video so you understand what this is just in a few hours. That's it, I promise, okay? And on top of that, if you feel like you want to take action and work with us, with the team, we do have a paid group coaching. It's called 21-Day Teach Entrepreneur Challenge. I know some of you probably have already joined this. So the market price is $197, and we are collaborating with Premier TEFL, and we do have the 35% offer for the audience here. If you want to use the link, I'll also share it in the chat to join the next round, which starts on July 1st, which is 2-3 days from now. If you want to join it, you try, and we do have money back guarantee. If you try it, you don't like it, it doesn't help you with your business, or you didn't learn anything, you send us an email, we refund you. So that's no risk at all for the 21-day challenge if you want to join it. I think that's the last one for me. Thank you guys very much for bearing me for the past 30 minutes, and I hope you guys learn a lot. I will turn it back to Rosie and see if there's questions we can answer together.
Brilliant, James, thank you. Yeah, we do have a few questions in the chat, and I'm going to start calling a few out of them. Some people would like to have that link put into the chat box, if you can. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to shout out a couple of questions, and then I will go back to the start again, because I knew there was a few early ones. Okay, where can we get help to create the program to go with your niche? And I think James just answered that at the end. You can get the ebook. I've read that ebook 2-3 times, and the worksheet is really good. I've actually done it with other Premier TEFL teachers that have been struggling, and we actually go through the worksheet of James's. It's really good. So definitely the bundle that he has is such an invaluable resource. What do you think is a reasonable time to spend designing a program? Karina wants to know that.
Yeah, so so in the ebook, one of the things I'm gonna challenge you is that actually what I said in the ebook was don't get the program ready before you sell it. A lot of teachers go, oh, how can I do that? Trust me, that's the only way that works. Okay, you can spend 6 months, a year, try to develop a program, and you either you're not gonna go through it, or you find out that's not something your niche gonna want. Okay, so the better way to do it is you're gonna just think about the structure, the example I showed you, the structure, pillars, problem, session. That's all you need in order to sell it. Okay, so I see some faces here just frozen. Oh, that's all I want. Yeah, that's all you need to do. And that's all our clients did. And then what you're gonna do, you stay one session ahead of your students. You got a student that paid you $500, $800 for the program. Great. Hey, James, let's meet next week. What about 3 p.m. next week? Sure. You give yourself 1 week, prepare the first session. Then you finish first session, you get some feedback already, learning. Second session, third session. When you finish with the first students, your program is done. That is the only way. I'm not even saying that's the best way. That's the only way you can make it work. Okay.
Okay, these are quick fire questions. Okay, you can't take ages to answer each one. If I speak both English and Chinese as my native languages, I'm from Singapore, can teaching English to mainland Chinese students who simply want to speak better English be my niche?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It's just a little bit more well-defined. Speaking better English is not good enough. Now, why they want to speak better English? Why they want to speak better English? What it's for? Now that helps you define your niche even more.
Yeah, and I think even the fact that they have defined mainland Chinese students, but like you say, what is the problem that you're going to solve for them? Okay, can you have several niches, James?
You can, but you don't want to have them in parallel. Meaning you're gonna have the niches, like you pursue these niches at the same time simultaneously. That's not gonna work. You don't have the energy, you don't have the time, you don't have the money to do that. You want to have them in series, right? So this is my niche. ESL teachers want to go independent, that's my niche, but it's not gonna be my only niche. I wouldn't start another niche until I finish this one. Finish it meaning I can get things up and running without me, the passive income, the team, and then I can move on, right? In series, you can, but don't do it in parallel.
Okay, there's a few questions that people would like to know. What platforms would you recommend for people who are freelance English teachers? Should they be going on the likes of Cambly and Preply, or where would you recommend teachers to go to?
Yeah, so to me, all these platforms are similar to me. I don't make recommendations on these platforms. It really depends on what you do and how you feel about their price, how much they pay you. They're always like, this month, this one is more popular, next one. I think I'm not the best person to answer that because I'm not very careful with all this information. There's many Facebook groups can ask questions like that. So what we do is actually we are talking teachers out of this platform, be independent. So you don't have to quit the work with the platform right away. It's like you can do it at the same time. I love actually some of the clients actually getting students from the platform and then sell them the program, which is not something they market on the program, on the platform that can work. So, but all these platforms you named can work, depending on the price you want to charge and what you do.
Okay, so I'm going to fly down to the bottom here now, okay, and see the last 20 comments. Okay, there's a lot of love for you, James, in the comments box. A lot of people saying thank you and how much it's helped them already. Okay, somebody looking for the discount on the 21-day challenge. We'll put the link in the chat box for that. Matthew, thank you for staying up until 1 a.m. in Vietnam. We really appreciate it. Okay, how do you market to students in China? Which social media platforms exist for that market? That's a question from Paul.
Yeah, so it used to be LinkedIn, but LinkedIn has left China last year. So right now, we have clients still getting students on LinkedIn because they're using VPNs. That's good. And some other clients are trying the Chinese version of TikTok. That's one of the platforms you can do. But now I would say it's getting more and more difficult to get students from China, and just because the environment there and also the government policies, and even you get students from China, the transfer, like money transferring, all these can be a very difficult thing. So yes, if you have already got a lot of Chinese students, you really want to leverage them. For example, get them connect with you on Weibo or WeChat and try to get referrals from them. That's a better approach than markets publicly, which is not something very easy right now. If you don't have any students, or you just only have a few Chinese students, maybe think about different markets. You can think about Taiwan, Hong Kong, Japan, Korea. A lot of teachers trying to get students from these regions or countries that they are getting a lot of success as well.
Great. Nikki just is seconding that. She's on Cambly. She has full and regular schedules, but she's just not earning enough, and that's why she's here today. Okay, let's see. Loads of people saying how helpful it is. Okay. Yeah, platforms are a medium to get out there, but really going independent and getting your target student base is the challenge. But that's what you help with, James, and so that's what's really wonderful. Yeah. Okay, last question I think we have time for. Are there any niche areas in TEFL that have less attention or have been neglected? So any idea?
So let me tell you guys this, okay? I wouldn't say I invented niche teaching. I wouldn't say that, because I think the niche idea has been floating, and niche concept has been used in many industries. But in this ESL teaching sector, I think probably I'm one of the first few that actually promote niche teaching. So it's only been 3 years. I would say any niche you can think of is not competitive yet, it's not saturated yet, and right now is a good time to do it, right? I cannot guarantee what's going to happen in 10 years from now, but right now, any niches you can think of, you can test it, you can get some results. Just one comment on that Cambly thing. Nikki, I think that the name, the teacher's name. So why a lot of teachers go independent is really about how you value your time, right? You can either spend 5 hours at $20 an hour to make the same amount of money you can spend 1 hour at $100 an hour. Okay, so this is how you see it. That's when you have a lot of students. And when you don't even have a lot of students, how are you gonna do it, right? So going independent is definitely harder, more difficult than just getting a position with a company or getting some students from a platform. But the good thing is you have a control over your business. Every penny, every minute you spend on your business will generate a return, which is not the case for the platform, the companies. So if you want to be in this online teaching business, you want to teach online for as long as you want. No, you might not want to do it now, but you will consider it again in the future. So it's always like that. So just want to comment on that.
Great. Okay, James, I think that is us for this evening. I just want to say thank you again for sharing your strategy, sharing all of that insight. So many people in chat box have said how insightful it's been and how helpful this has been right now to just even hear this. And they haven't even started digging into the content that you have available for people. So I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg for a lot of people who will move in a direction now away from the $10 an hour lessons and will move way closer to $100 an hour and have confidence in their ability and develop that niche and look at all the other skills that they have from their career and past experiences and pull all that together. So I just want to thank you again for giving us your time today. Thank you for your bundles, and I'll get the information from you about how we distribute that to everybody who's here today, and I'll send that out on the email, and we'll get that out tomorrow or Thursday. Again, thank you folks for coming. It's been a pleasure. Thanks to James once again. Oh, Nikki Rose wants to give you a hug. There will be a replay shared. Yeah, we're going to put this on YouTube. We're going to send it out to everybody by email. Thanks, folks. I'm going to close the Zoom room now. Appreciate all of your company here today. Take care. Good night.
Thank you everyone for having me here today. Thank you, Rosie.
Thank you.
Bye.